What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird or I sniff at all during this video. I'm a little, almost like sick-like, but I'm not. I just kind of woke up and I'm just in that funk of waking up. But basically, I just wanted to talk about the next Call of Duty and what I think they really need to do. And obviously, the next Call of Duty is already in production. They've already made up their mind and stuff like that. So none of these things will probably happen. But this is just kind of like a concept. Now, I've heard Ghost 2 and all that crap, and, I don't know. I don't think it'd be the best marketing idea to go with Ghost 2, but let's go ahead and get this started off, and let's talk about why is the current CODs so bad. And I believe this is my first Black Ops 3 video since the beta. That's how much I dislike this game. I thought I'd really like it, but I don't, and that's just my opinion. But anyways, skill-based matchmaking. Now, skill-based matchmaking is one of the worst additions to Call of Duty, and all you guys that started in, Black Ops 2 and stuff, you won't quite get this too much, because, skill-based matchmaking has always been in Call of Duty, but it's never been as strong as it is now. Pardon me, what they really need is connection-based matchmaking, because skill-based matchmaking, what that is, say I have a 1.22 KD, which I do, it will put me up against players with similar KDs, as you guys probably already know what this means. But connection-based, say I have a 4-bar and I get paired. Let's talk about skill-based matchmaking right now. I have a 4-bar most of the time. Sometimes I get in lobbies with 2 bars. This results in them being able to kill me a lot easier. You'd think the person with a better connection would have an easier time, but it's really hard to kill people that are lagging all over the map and are teleporting from point A to point B. It's really hard to kill them. So, it's just not that good of a concept, amping up skill-based and lowering connection-based. I think they need to amp up connection-based and lower skill-based matchmaking. Because I'd rather be in a lobby with really good players or really bad players that are on the same, playing field as me. Have the same connection, have the same, they can do as good as me, or they can do as good as my friends, and stuff like that, or I can do as good as them, just based off the connection, rather than the skill-based. Anyways, host OP. Now, everybody knows in Call of Duty, if you get host, that's a really good thing. It usually goes to the person with the best connection. But when you're talking about skill-based matchmaking and getting host, it is too OP. It is way overpowered than what it should be. I don't even know how to explain it. You would just have to witness it. But basically, say you're in a skill-based matchmaking game, which are all games in the current Call of Duties, and there's a player in there who has a 4-bar. He gets host, and there's a bunch of other players with 3 bars and 2 bars and 1 bars and a few other 4 bars. Well, he is going to be severely OP compared to them. He's basically going to have like a 6-bar, even though that's not even a thing. That's how it's going to be like. And it's a lot different than what I was saying earlier, how 4 bars have a harder time up against 2 bars. If you are host, you have the easiest time ever, and it is really not fair to other players. No, it's always been kind of not fair to other players, but never like it is in the current Call of Duties. So I really think if they put more time and effort onto connection-based matchmaking, people getting hosts and stuff wouldn't be as OP as they are, thus making it a lot easier and just a lot more enjoyable for new players coming to the game and veterans coming to the next Call of Duty. Now, the second thing I'd like to talk about is pay to win. Pay to win has never been in Call of Duty up until Advanced Warfare. Sure, you can call, like DLC weapons pay to win, but, $15 to get pay to win is really not that bad for DLC, or if you bought the Season Pass. This is a fail right here. I attempted this twice and died both times. But anyways, what they've been doing in these Call of Duties is, in Advanced Warfare, they realized they can make a buttload of money through micro DLC transactions. Just offering people, random-ass guns through supply drops or whatever, and making a lot of money. And they made a lot of money. So, obviously, Treyarch is going to pick up off this and add pay to win, which they did. They added pay to win, which is just a pain in the ass, and it just goes to show how the Call of Duty makers such as Treyarch and Sledgehammer Games really care more about the money rather than the players. And I love Treyarch. They've made some of my favorite Call of Duties. I don't like Sledgehammer Games at all. I don't care for them. So, that really needs to be taken care of. And another thing, too many guns. What is with all these random guns that make no sense, that are not realistic at all? I get that they're trying to switch it up, but Call of Duty was strongest when it was set in Modern Warfare. Not the series, just literally Modern Warfare. Things were realistic. Things weren't fake. There was realistic maps, realistic clothes, not gingerbread outfits and shit like that. Or these weird ass weapons that fire laser beams. Call of Duty was at its best point in games such as Black Ops 2 and all that crap. It was at its best. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops. So, I don't know. But another thing, I really think they should go back to what Black Ops 2 did. Black Ops 2 released one DLC gun. One DLC gun. And that was in the first DLC. It was the Peacekeeper, I believe. They really need to do that. I don't mind one DLC weapon per DLC. That'd be absolutely fine with me. But, I say they need to limit themselves on about 5 DLC weapons through the game's lifespan and just be done. Like, Advanced Warfare is still adding guns, still trying to make money, and, that game's dead. Nobody's playing that. So just one gun per DLC, please. Oh my god, please. And make it so anybody can get it and not have to get it through a stupid supply drop. Now, another thing, this is a really big thing and very controversial movement. I hate the movement in Advanced Warfare so much, and I dislike it in Black Ops 3 too. It is so much better in Black Ops 3, but it's still dumb. I am tired of dying to somebody running on a wall or running around a tree under the map or just jumping, 5 feet in the air. It's retarded. It's dumb. It was the dumbest addition to Call of Duty that we've had in a really, really, really long time. And I don't understand it. I get that they're trying to do something new. We asked for change. They gave us change. And now we want to go back. And I don't get why they won't do that. Another thing is, true KD. If you see somebody and they say, like me, I have a 1.22 KD, there's a lot of people that are like, oh, that's pretty good, but, that's not very good. If you had that KD in traditional Call of Duty, such as Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, you are a god. Like, obviously, there are people that are better, but you are so much better than the rest of the players if you have a 1 in your KD. Now, that's average. That is average. Average in old Call of Duties used to be 0.80, 0.90. That was average. 1, you were good. And I just don't like how the standards have changed so much. I don't think that's really fair to players that want a nice KD. The next thing. The things that I can recommend to make this game better are party game modes. Where are the party game modes? We had them in Black Ops. We had them in Black Ops 2. Why are they not in Black Ops 3? Why are they not in every Call of Duty? I mean, I remember going nuts on One in the Chamber. One in the Chamber was my crap, man. I loved that. It was in Modern Warfare 2 as well. That crap, dude, I loved One in the Chamber. Sticks and Stones, and there was another one or something. Those were the things, and people really loved those kind of game modes. A lot of players play with their friends, and sometimes pubs and search and team deathmatch or whatever you like to play can get boring if you wear it out, and they look for something else to do that's going to be fun with their friends. Party game modes was the thing. If you needed something to go to play with your friends and have a good time, party game modes was your shit. Now, the next thing, connection-based matchmaking. I'm not going to talk about this because I already talked about it, but they really, really need to add this into the next Call of Duty. Now, game modes. What happened to the game modes? We had good game modes, like I just said, party game modes, and just game modes flowing well on certain maps. It seems like in the past couple Call of Duties, game modes do not flow as well as they did on other maps. Like, obviously, a map is going to shine more on this game mode or on this game mode, but it's just not like it used to be. I don't know how to quite explain it, but whatever they were doing back in the day to make pretty much every game mode flow well on your favorite maps, they really need to bring that back, because I'm tired of playing, Search on Hunted and then playing Uplink on Hunted and hating it. Like, it's just not making me have a good time. And they also need to have a game mode for competitive players, so they're not pub stomping and stuff like that. Most Call of Duties have had this, but I feel like in Black Ops 2, it shined the best. In Black Ops 2, the competitive what was it called? It was called League Play. League Play was probably the best addition in Black Ops 2 for competitive players, and I really think they need to copy and paste that into just about every Call of Duty and stuff like that, just to give competitive players somewhere to go instead of having a pub stomp and stuff like that, because, maybe they enjoy getting the kills, but the other players, they don't enjoy it. They just want to play, the casual players, and they just want to play to have fun. Now, another thing before I get on to my solution is streaks. Whatever happened to the beastly nuke or even Chemstrike from Ghost? The AC-130 and all these crazy kill streaks, the orbital VSAT, the all kinds of streaks. Even the freaking microwave from Black Ops 2, the Guardian, was a really good streak, and it was a microwave. That's basically what it was. So, I don't know, but I think they need to start making the streaks worth getting. You get them, and they don't perform. You work hard, you get them, and then they don't do what you want them to do. Like, you want them to rack up kills, and they're so hard to get nowadays, and it's just so annoying to work hard, get a nice streak, and then somebody that's a level 1 that has a regular RPG shoots it down in 2 RPGs after 5 seconds of calling it in, but after 5 minutes of working for it. That's really, really annoying, and it needs to go back to the old days where it was very hard to shoot it down. Call it OP, but I think if you work for something for 5 minutes or whatever, and you're a good player and you're getting rewarded for it, it shouldn't just be able to be taken from you that quickly by some player who is going negative and just happens to have an RPG on a class. That's not fair. Now, the last thing, stop rewarding bad players. Whether you could go into a Black Ops 3 game and not get any kills but still get your specialist ability. How? Why? If you are bad, you do not need to be rewarded for it. That you need to take that and start practicing and realize, hey, I need to get better. I want to get this streak. So let me start looking up tutorials. Let me start practicing more. Let me start, whatever. That's what they need to do. They don't need to be rewarded for doing absolutely terrible and doing nothing. Like, that kind of stuff just makes me mad. You are literally rewarding them for nothing. What is the point? And then you get the players, like I said with the streaks, that are doing their hardest and playing their hardest, and you are rewarding them with good streaks that are supposed to be good, but then they don't do anything. That kind of stuff makes me mad. Now, what I would do. I think you need to remaster Call of Duty. In my case, I would rather see Modern Warfare 2 than any other Call of Duty, because, everybody's played Black Ops 2. Even if you didn't start in Black Ops 2, everybody's played it at one point. Modern Warfare 3, you can remaster that, or even Black Ops, but I would prefer Modern Warfare 2. It was my first Call of Duty ever, and I really enjoyed it. And they need to let's just say they remaster Modern Warfare 2. Change nothing. Just add connection-based matchmaking, but change nothing else in the game. I don't even care about the one-man stand crap, or whatever it was called, one-man army. I can't even remember it. But don't change anything. And just support the DLC for the entire year and treat it like you would a normal Call of Duty. And at the end of the year, see what the community would rather want. A really futuristic one where you can jump 90 feet in the air and shoot a guy in his head when he's out of your sight. Or a Call of Duty that requires patience, timing, and if you can rack up 60 kills in a classic Call of Duty, you are really good. Stuff like that. I think we need to, polls on the internet are one thing, but we need to actually play it. We need to give our players a remastered Call of Duty from back in the past and let them see what they think of that, because we have gotten a lot of new players since then. And then we need to take the present Call of Duties, and then we need to ask them, do you like this one better, or do you like this one better? Pick. And whichever one gets the most votes, go for it. Make the next Call of Duty like that. I don't care. I think that's the way to go, and I honestly think an old Call of Duty would win. But that's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace. Links in the description to all my social media, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say on the subject.